The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Hello guys, welcome back to
The
my
Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
YT world. This is your YouTube content creator, Sotero. So our topic for today is one of the most popular topics in biochemistry, talking about lipids. Lipids or lipids? So I will write here lipids. Okay, things like that. So before anything else, we need to discuss the functions of these lipids, why they are very important for our health. So the first relevance and function of lipids. Lipids are mainly a group of fats, but it's not limited to fats. Okay, we have first fatty acids. Okay, then we have triglycerides. Okay, triglycerides. Then we have phospholipids. Okay, and then we have steroids. Okay, steroids. Okay. Actually, there's still another, for example, we have still the terpenes, we have also the waxes, we have the prostaglandins, but we don't have to deal that. It looks like complicated because it don't have really beneficial uses to our health. It's more on the processes uh, contribution. For example, if we have the waxes, it's used to clean our ears like that only, like petrol gel. Okay, then what else? Cleaning the ears, and we have also the candles, right? So that's paraffin wax. In cleaning our tiles and floors, we use the floor wax. So this is gonna be under the waxes. Okay, that's also fats. Okay, or consider it as lipids. So it's not limited only inside our body. That's why we don't deal that because we are biochemistry for now. Okay, things like that. Okay, so these are the four examples. Okay, under the lipids. Okay, things like that. Okay, now we have different enzymes for this also. For example, to break that like triglycerides into fatty acids like that, or let's say glycerols or whatever, things like that. So we have the lipase. Okay, so breaking the fats into different components like glycerol or alcohol, glycerol, okay, things like that. Okay, and then into fatty acids. Okay, and then so many enzymes for that also to catalyze the metabolic reactions. Okay, for example, we have also the amylase enzyme to break down the starch into glucose, but that is not related to lipid. What I'm trying to emphasize, there's a lot of enzymes as the producers or synthesizers in the metabolism of different macromolecules inside our body. Okay? Things like that. So our main functions for lipids, okay, number one, okay, we have the essential component of the cell membrane. Okay. Essential component of cell membrane. Okay. For example, the rigidity, the reliability, our lining of our plasma membrane of this particular vital organs, the lining, the outer layer or the membrane is semi-permeable. Okay, there's fluids or substances, soluble substances that will go out, will come in like that. You get the point? So goes in, goes out, goes in, goes out. Things like that. Okay, that's why it needs to maintain the fluidity, rigidity, like that, flexibility, elasticity, because they're also stretching. Okay, moving up, moving down, like that, and especially in the constriction, contraction, okay, things like that, dilation, okay, or what else? So many activities there. Okay, the movement of our membrane of our vital organs. Okay, so essential component of cell membranes. Okay, number two. Okay, useful. Okay, long-term storage of energy. Storage of energy. Like the triglycerides, it will not be decomposed directly in one day. It would take how many days, how many weeks to be decomposed. Things like that, like sugars and carbohydrates, like that, okay? And then fats and oils, things like that, okay? So it's gonna be like that, okay? Mm-mm. Okay. Number three, so use storage of energy. Number three, okay, provide thermal insulation. Okay, insulation, lubrication, okay, and protection. Okay. Thermal insulation meaning against too much heat. It will protect things like that, the lining of our internal cell membrane. And also lubrication. As I told you, fluidity becomes slippery. It is not dry. It's a little bit of moisture, things like that. Get the point? So there's a lot of osmosis in there. Okay? So that's why we have hydrostatic pressure and osmotic pressure in all our vital organs, things like that. Okay? Okay. To drive out the salts, the water, like that, whatever. Okay? Then, of course, protection against inflammation, against wound, against swelling, against bleeding. So that's what it means. Including also here the metabolism, heating and cooling. Okay, so this function of lipids. The last will be for the production, okay, and synthesis of other hormones. Okay, production and synthesis of other hormones. For example, cholesterol. Okay, cholesterol is under steroids. Okay, example of steroids is cholesterol. Okay, this cholesterol is essential component also in our cell membrane. Okay, then it will act as a precursor or raw material to produce the male and female sex hormones. Okay, like that. Testosterone. Testosterone is the male sex hormones. Okay, and then it has glucose, protein, things like that. You get the point? And vitamins. Okay, the sperm cell. Okay, so it's really have nutrients. But the problem is if you do a lot of sexual intercourse of so many people, things like that, so it's expected to be healthy if you have only one partner, your wife only, nothing. But if you have so many partners, there's will be a, there's a degradation of the fertility of the sperm. So, these nutrients will turn into harmful nutrients. So it can cause, what do we call this one? HIV, human immunodeficiency syndrome, and then what other is herpes, like that, or any disease with regards to the gonads or the reproductive organ. Okay, things like that. Okay, So the sperm cell or the semen will not be productive anymore, will not be fertile anymore. So the quality of the sperm, if you have so many sexual partners, problem. Okay, but then it will turn into AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome. Okay, so but originally both the male and female sex hormones, the semen by the way, is nutritious, full of proteins, okay, minerals, glucose. But the problem is if you have so many sexual partners and you don't take care of your personal hygiene. Okay, things like that. Okay, so it's the precursor in the production of testosterone or the androgen and also estrogen for the women, female sex hormone for the women, estrogen. This is called estradiol. These are all under steroids. Now, for example, if you are a tomboy or a transgender, you want to become a woman, so you need to take steroids because so many commercially sold, steroids in the market, that estrogen in a bottle like that, and testosterone in a bottle. So these are all expensive. That artificial intake of steroids that costs thousands and thousands and even millions. Okay, because that's artificially produced. Okay, but naturally produced, there's no cost. It's inside the body. Okay, things like that. Okay, for example, if you want to make your breast big, if you're a boy, you want to become a woman, things like that. If you want to change your voice from men to women, just take steroids. But it's not good because that is not natural. But you want, right? So if you have money, then you can go for that. I'm talking only with the function of the steroids. Okay, things like that. So steroids, example, cholesterol that it can produce, testosterone, estrogen. Not only that, and also cortisol. Okay, get the point? Cortisol and vitamin D, production of vitamin D. So cortisol is very important to maintain the balance or regulate our intake of macromolecules such as carbohydrates, protein, amino acids, sugar. This cortisol hormone will try to balance everything. Okay. The purpose of vitamin D is for the absorption of calcium, okay, to make our bone healthy and skeletal parts of our body healthy. Vitamin D to avoid osteoporosis and osteomalacia, the weakening of the bone. Okay, things like that. So steroids also can manufacture that or can activate vitamin D also. Okay, things like that. So it's very important, no? Ang lipids. Okay, so production of hormones. Okay, so 4 major functions. Okay, that's lipids all about. Any question? Now, we need to focus more on the triglycerides because this is the normal reading that depicts as if we are really producing high level of cholesterol, blood sugar, or if we have high blood pressure, because this is the main source of, abnormalities of our readings. Okay? Not too much with the phospholipids, steroids, and fatty acids. Okay? Because cholesterol later coming from triglycerides also. Okay? So without triglycerides, it will not produce steroids. It comes from the triglycerides first. Okay? Siya ang main source. You get the point? Things like that. In fact, steroids, example na siya. Cholesterol, only example of steroids. Get the point? Things like that. Okay, so we will be coming back later to discuss this 4 one by one, including the limits of triglycerides, things like that. Okay? And then I will be showing to you different chemical reactions, how to produce this cholesterol like that, triglyceride, break down into glycerol, the reverse reaction, things like that, blah blah blah, so on. So you get the point? So thank you so much. If you like this video, you can comment down below in the comment section, and you can share this to anybody else for the lipid topic. By the way, lipids, guys, are really hydrophobic substance, meaning to say not water loving, meaning to say it will not be dissolved to water. Okay, it is not miscible to water. It will create a layer separation. Okay, when you mix lipid into the water, then the lipid will go up and the water will go down. Okay, things like that. Okay, but just determine the molecular weight. Okay, because the higher molecular weight will really go down and the lower molecular weight will go up. Okay, let's do an experiment just to determine the surface tension. Okay, because the more it's viscous, the more it is on the top, right? Or the more it will become fluid, it will goes up, and the more it will become liquefaction or become liquid. There's a term liquidize. Okay, the more it will become liquid, okay, it will be going, up or down because it's not. Just determine the density and the molecular weight of the substance. So what goes up, higher density and higher molecular weight, right? Things like that. What goes up? No, what goes down? Sorry, what goes down? Because no, goes up is lighter. Goes down is higher molecular weight and high density. Okay? So it's gonna be like that. Okay? Any questions so far? Thank you for watching this vlog. I hope it's clear to you. To wrap it up or to sum it up, lipids